Well, you know that relegation battle I was talking about before? That's a distant memory after some January signings that are probably the best since our League 2 days. We're in a title fight. Let me explain. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League with South Shields. Today we are back with two huge matches in a title race against Bristol Rovers and Plymouth. Since you were last with me, it's all gone on basically. We've had players come in, we've had players go out, players unhappy, players very happy, new contracts, all sorts. I'm on a coaching course now. It's all happening. But yes, since you were last with me, we have signed 3 players, all of which have pretty much gone straight into the team. Charles Sago has come in on loan from West Ham United, and he's made a decent impact so far. Not nothing too special, but looks all right. We've brought in Vincent Aboubakar, 36-year-old Cameroonian striker, mainly because of another thing that I'll explain to you in a minute. He has scored a goal in his 5 appearances so far. Last season scored 13 goals in the Turkish Premier League, so definitely still got some ability about him. And we signed Denver Hume as a backup, a left back. He's come in from Mansfield. He'll be here until the end of the season. But somebody, just gives us a little bit of support. He's had 9 assists in this division last year, so I thought he was definitely worth picking up. For some reason, it's not picking up any of the other signings that we've made. I think we made at least one, but maybe we didn't in the end. But on the outs, plenty of people have gone out. The big one is Maresma, our homegrown Estonian wonder kid, as I used to call him. Obviously had his breakthrough season last year. Didn't really play this year, but Cardiff came in with a very decent offer, 225,000 initial fee, but that could rise to nearly 400,000. It seemed silly for us to try and hang on to him when we weren't playing him, and he probably wouldn't have developed for us. So we have let him go. It was a big decision, and it made lots of people unhappy. But what it has allowed us to do is just solidify ourselves a little bit more financially. It's given us a little bit more money that we can possibly spend on some free transfers in the restricted transfer window. Matthew Craig has gone as well. We brought him in this time last year, but he's not really played much of a part, and when he has played, he's not played very well. So to get 80,000 for him, I was absolutely delighted. Same with Harry Cornick, really. He came in the summer, didn't score any league goals, did score 2 goals in the EFL Trophy, but never really performed for us. He's gone down to League 2 and he's scored 2 goals and got an assist in his first 5 starts for Forest Green. So he's found his level. Very happy with that. This one I was a bit gutted about. Romeo Beckham, of course, last season had a very decent time of things. Only played 5 substitute appearances this year. Didn't really do a lot, and I felt bad about his career. So he's gone over to Northampton. Already made a decent start in League 2. And Victor Wanyama, his half a season stay at South Shields, that mustered 8 appearances off various starts and bench appearances. He's gone over to Poland and has already played twice and is doing well. £5,000 we gained for him. So that all means that financially we're doing okay. We had a decent profit last month, actually, in terms of where we were expecting to go and where we are now. It's hopefully going to allow us to continue going a little bit. We've still got a bit of money in the wage budget, which is awesome, and 266,000 in the transfer budget. I'm hoping that a lot of that we will be able to plough into next season. We did manage to bring back back one of our players, Ronan Cromie. He's come back from his loan spell at Colchester United. Was doing pretty well there. 2 assists in 17 starts, and he's come in and done very, very well. He is one of our youth products. He's already a good League Two player. Can, of course, be a good League One player in the future. So here are all the fixtures since you were last with me. And we have done very, very well. We beat Exeter City 2-1. Isaac Hayden and Atomo scoring in that one. We then beat Cambridge 4-2. Bolton 4-0. Wickham 2-1, who were top of the league, by the way. Rotherham 1-0. And then we drew 1-1 against Ipswich. That was a poor performance, but we bounced back with a 3-0 victory over Stockport County, a 3-1 victory over Wigan, but a disappointing 1-1 draw away from home to MK Dons. But all of that means that we are now 4th in Sky Bet League One. We're 5 points clear of 7th place Millwall. And things are really looking up for us. I'm absolutely delighted by the turnaround. We're a long way from any relegation worries, and I think we must be pretty close to beating last year's points total, which was 64. So yeah, we are making progress as a football club, and that's what it's all about. We had a very tough start to the season, and I think we had to rethink a couple of things of how we operate, and I'm very, very happy. We've got a decent squad together from now until the end of the season. As long as we don't get too many injuries, we should be okay. And we might even sneak a playoff spot, maybe even an automatic promotion spot. Or if this form does keep going until the end of the season, then we will win the title. We're just 9 points off leaders Wickham. We're playing Plymouth today, who are in the automatic promotion slot. I honestly do not know what has happened to them, but look at this spell here. I mean, they went 9 games without a victory, but they have won their last 2. So, yeah, hopefully they get a good stuffing off Ipswich today. That'll rock their confidence a little bit. But looking at squad performances, top goal scorer is Yuzo Atomo with 9 for Owen Dale as well. Although Wheatley's actually out in front in 11. I thought it was. Top assists is Cody Dramer with 13. We've then got 8 for Mully, 7 for Raksaki. And our top average rating is Cody Dramer, the only remaining player in the 7s, which is interesting. Not all of our players are playing that well, but as a team we are playing well, and that's what it's all about at the moment. So this is the team that we've gone for today. Jordan Smith will start between the sticks with Dramer, Hughes, Fieldson and Lewis in defence. Hayden and Cromie start in the midfield because Raksaki needs a rest. Mully, Redmond and Dale will start behind Atomo up top. So here we go then. Let's get ourselves into it. Massive match against Bristol Rovers today because, as I say, we weren't that impressive against MK Dons, who were in the relegation zone. That's why it was such a disappointing result. Even though we were away from home, that was a game I was expecting to win. We should have already been ahead of Ipswich, but that's the way it goes, and hopefully we'll be able to put on a good show for you guys today. Here's Atomo, gets it to Redmond, gets it to Hayden now. Hayden out wide to Dramer. Back to Hughes. Hughes on the ball to Hayden. Now here's Lewis. Lewis now to Owen Dale, who's been sensational. And here's Yuzo Atomo, and he puts it in, and it is onside. That is what we're talking about. And he is really developing into a fabulous striker up top. And Wheatley, he's been injured for a good 4 weeks or so. He's going to be hard push to get back into this team. Atomo doing a great job of leading the line in his absence, and well, it's 1-0. That puts us in the lead, and that should put us ahead of Ipswich Town, which would be rather nice. Here's Cromie on the ball, gets it to Brodie Hughes. Hughes now gets it to Hayden. Hayden now to Redmond, and this is exactly what the standard of football has been. There's Mully, makes it 2-0, and within 13 minutes we are already into the distance a little bit in this match, and we have just been absolutely on it, and this is the football that we enjoyed for so long, from the National League North all the way up to League Two in the first few matches of our League One campaign last season. But then it just dropped, and for about a season we were struggling. but we seem to be back on that upward trend. We've got 10 games to go after this. I'm going to be showing the majority of them on camera because we are going to be playing all of the big matches, and that's going to help me get some videos in the bank before the Christmas period. Of course, it is 1 week today, so that would be a very nice early Christmas present if we could be playing championship football going into 2024 in real life. That would be fantastic, and what progress we have made. Excellent tackle from Redmond there. Here's a Tomo, gets it to Mully now. Mully's going to drag it back. Surely he does get it back to Hayden. Hayden now to Cromie, and there's Mully again. And it's gone in this time. Owen Dale puts it into the back of the net. 25 minutes into the game, and Owen Dale with another goal this season. He has been awesome on that left-hand side. And, well, it was Mully who originally had the run, then Hayden to Cromie, who had a shot. Then Mully brought it back across, and Dale scores. And it's South Shields 3, Bristol Rovers 0. Absolutely fantastic. Here's Dale. Dale gets it to Redmond. Redmond whips it in. It is a header. It's off the post, though. It's off the post. And now that's cleared. And Dramer chases. Thank the Lord for that. Okay. Right. You need to be a little bit careful here. Don't want to get complacent. And we might even just drop players back at half time. We've been trying to make a bit of a habit of that. So I feel like that's going to continue. We don't want to give Bristol Rovers any way back into this game. We've lost plenty of games from this position in this series so far. We will tell them that they've done brilliantly, though. And we'll have a little look here. Can Nathan Redmond play in the centre? No, he can't. Yeah, let's just bring these two back. Put them on that and go balanced. That looks like a decent solution for the second half. You know, going slightly more defensive, but not too much. We don't want to invite pressure, but we certainly don't want to be silly about it. Henry Fieldson, a 7 average rating there. And this is what I don't understand. I don't get how there's not players on 7 or more average rating, because they've been awesome, absolutely awesome recently. But we're heading up to 70 minutes mark now. I think Redmond needs to come off, so we are going to bring him off. We're going to put Corey Cunningham on, and he can drop back into the midfield. That looks fine to me. Atomo's going to come off. We're going to put Abu Bakr up top. Danny Ings is retiring, by the way. That's the thing. With our transfer system at the moment, we're not really getting to enjoy players year after year. We are bringing Adam Lewis off, though, because he had picked up a yellow card, and he's an important player. Is this going to be Abu Bakr with the free kick here? This could be awesome. If he floats one into the top right bin, this would be legendary status. Here we go. It's Abu Bakr with the free kick. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he does. Oh, what a goal that is from Vincent Abu Bakr. He makes it 4. And yeah, I mean, obviously, with the way our transfer system works, you know, we're trying to bring in fresh blood, but equally balance that with some really high experienced players. And obviously you can do that at the lower leagues because those players aren't getting contracts in the Championship and the Premier League, so they're quite happy to play for you on the cheap. And that transfer model has been working for us, and it tends to be those experienced players that we bring in, like Owen Dale, that just light up the second half of seasons, and that is 5-0 now. 11 goals this season for Owen Dale. That is just incredible, and just to see this football again is amazing. And, you know, thanks for sticking by us through those awful episodes where we were just getting hammered. I mean, that episode against Bolton where in the FA Cup, where we just got torn apart, and, you know, it just felt like the soul had been ripped from this team. But we are back now, and here's Ronan Crony. Could have had a penalty shout there, but here's Abu Bakr, hits the post. Bit unlucky there. And it is cleared. Oh, Hughes comes out to intercept, and that's what we're seeing. The tracking back, just the passion of wearing this South Shield shirt once again is in the veins of these boys. And 5-0 is where we end up then. That was phenomenal. What a performance that was. We'll probably go and throw it all away against Plymouth now, but we're just 6 points behind the leaders. We're now 5 points clear of Millwall in 7th place. It's all looking very, very good. If you're a South Shields player, we're going to put our arm around Owen Dale. I mean, he's been awesome since he's come in last year. Came in on a free, of course, had 5 assists last year, but this year, this is the Owen Dale I remember from last year with Portsmouth, and he was fantastic then. He's apparently only a good National League player. There's no doubt about it. He can play probably championship level football. He's been awesome. He's going to be getting a new contract, and I might sort that out between matches actually, because we want to keep him at the club. Although maybe this is what's keeping him fighting, is the fact that he's fighting for his South Shields career. Let's see how we get on against Plymouth then. Okay, just the one change for this match then. We have brought in Sam Raksaki to replace Ronan Cromie, and Ethan Wheatley comes onto the bench for Danny Ings, as well. Danny Ings is retiring, as I've said, so we want to try and give the chance to players who are going to be playing for us in for the foreseeable. So let's get into it. Obviously, I think Plymouth are the favourites, and eventually our run of form will end. We know that to be the case, but we've got to give ourselves the best possible chance here. Let's go out there. Let's give it our absolute all against a Plymouth side who aren't in the best form. They were a team that were right at the top, and we said that they can virtually buy their tickets to the championship now because they were so far ahead. I think they were 11 points clear at the top at some point, and now they're 5 points behind leaders Wycombe, so they've not had a great time of it. We are very much on the crest of the wave at the moment, so let's keep trying to push and see where it can take us. Here's Lewis with the corner, gets it to Redmond. Redmond into the middle, and here's Hughes. Hughes back to Redmond. He's going to cut inside. Is he going to shoot? No, he gets it to Raksaki, and that's over the bar. That was close. That was a good start there. And I'm liking those set-piece routines. I think when form is good, you get the clever set-piece routines. When form ain't good, that's when everything just seems to go wrong and the keeper always comes out and gets it, or something similar to that. Anyway, here's Dale with another set piece. He whips it in deep towards Brodie Hughes, who doesn't get there. Here's Mully on the ball. Mully now forward to Dale. Was he offside? Gets it in. Yes, he was off. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty, Jeff. Right then. Okay. And this is going to be Isaac Hayden, who, of course, has scored 5 goals this season, pretty much all from the spot. And there's another one. That was an awesome penalty. I have to say, the penalty physics in this match engine have looked a lot better. They give it a lot more welly into the bottom corner. And look at this. I mean, there's no stopping that. Not a goalkeeper in the world is stopping that. And Isaac Hayden puts us 1-0 up just before half-time. Here's Dramer. Gets it to Hughes. It would be lovely to get a 2-goal cushion here. It's Fieldson now. Fieldson on the ball. Gets it to Adam Lewis, who of course had offers on January the 1st to go to Swindon Town in League 2. And you got the whole message from the agent. My client's preferred destination is Swindon Town. Well, now you are in a team that is on the verge of going into the automatic promotion slots to get into the Championship, 1 division away from the Premier League. Atomo was there, couldn't do anything with it. It's Raksaki again. Is he going to shoot? He does, and it's just over the bar. Raksaki, not necessarily the one you want on the end of those long shots. I think Hayden would probably do a decent job at that, but he is also an excellent ball winner. So you've just got to be careful, really. We are going to give Wheatley 25-30 minutes to try and reclaim his spot because Atomo's not having the best of games today. We've also got Abu Bakr on the bench that we could play. But I'm going to go for Wheatley up top. Mully hasn't had the best of games, so we're going to give Sego a chance there. And then I'm thinking Adam Lewis for Brodie Hughes and Nallo again because Lewis is on a yellow card. The last thing that we want here is a sending off, so just moving things around a little bit. Here's Fieldson, gets it to Raksaki. Now here's Hayden. Hayden on the ball. This is a good run from him. Gets it to Dramer on the right-hand side, who's one of the top assists makers in the division. And well, that's a very poor pass for him. And here's McBurney now on the left-hand side. Drags it back, and here's Wright. This is a chance now for Plymouth, and that is a good goal, to be fair. And that was all caused by a Dramer mistake there at the start of that run, and that's a shame. And that's where you wish you almost had Maresma to give him some competition, because let's be honest, John Lafudu ain't got it anymore, and that's a real shame. Because he hasn't played this season, his ability has just fallen off a cliff. Here's Rendo. Oh, great save from Jordan Smith there. That was heading right into the top right corner, but he caught it. He didn't even just parry it. That was a really, really good save. That's forward now. And we've lost it again here. It's Whittaker, and that's forward, but Smith comes out to collect. I don't really want him to kick it this time. We haven't got our tallest players on the field to collect that, but it's bounced over. Here's Raksaki. Long highlights usually end in goals. We've got the ball at the moment. It's going to get to Owen Dale. Owen Dale now with a chance, and he shoots. Oh, Owen Dale goes alone and makes it 2-1. And now this is the time to just go, hang on a minute, let's take it easy out there. We have got Redmond on the pitch as well, so we could go a little bit more defensive. I'd made the mistake of not pausing the game, which automatically bugs out and gives you a highlight. Luckily, it's gone out for a throw, so that should be the end of the highlight. This would be an absolutely massive 3 points if we can pull this off against Plymouth, who, as I say, have been the league leaders most of the season. They're set to drop to 4th place in the division after this result. They've had a real turnaround in form. Here's Owen Dale. This could seal it here. It's Owen Dale in the middle of the box, and what a save. That is almost an Owen Dale hat-trick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, it's not it's not a hat-trick, is it? It's not a hat-trick. He's scored 3 goals this episode. I'm getting carried away. Isaac Hayden, of course, opened up the scoring from the spot. Right. I'm thinking bring Ronan Cromie on, and let's go 3 defensive midfielders now. We can have 2 ball winners in there. That's okay. That's fine. We can have him as an inverted on support. Hughes, that's all good. Right. We got 7 minutes to hang on here. This would be a very, very good result, but these are the situations that we struggle in. It's whipped in. Ooh, it's headed up in the air. It's back across. Oh, and there it is. You knew it was going to come. Right. Now then, we need to go back to our normal style. I'm thinking, let's maybe go for it a little bit more than we normally would, because this would be a real body blow if we didn't win this match. Wing back attack, that's fine. Put these as inside forwards again. That's all good. Gonna go positive and back into it. But it just felt like that was going to happen from the set piece, and that's nothing to do with the tactic that we've set. That can just happen, and did happen, unfortunately. So, oh my God, we've got a free kick. Who's going to be taking it? Is that here? It's Raksaki. I don't trust Raksaki. What we want to do now is bring Abu Bakr on. I don't fancy this to go in. He's already had 2 from this range that have gone over the bar. This is probably going to be the third, unless he can roll it off for somebody. It's Raksaki. Oh, what a goal! Never doubt Sam Raksaki. He went the keeper's side as well. That was an absolute thunderbolt. Right. We revert back to it. Here we go. Ball winning midfielders. You know what? Raksaki can be a ball winner as well. We've got 3 ball winning midfielders in defensive midfield there. Yeah, that looks fine. Right, going to go very defensive now and try and hang on to this. That was an incredible goal from Sam Raksaki, and I'm glad we're getting this view for it. He just spotted the gap, didn't he? And the keeper probably at fault there. That was poor goalkeeping, but never doubt Sam Raksaki. What a signing he was at the start of this season. There we go, coming up to full time, and there it is, 3 points in the bag. That is absolutely incredible. What a brilliant, brilliant match that was, and what a way for it to finish as well, with a Sam Raksaki thunderbolt free kick, just as we were doubting him. And that now keeps us 5 points clear of Barnsley in 7th place. It's just 3 points behind Wickham now. It's all very, very exciting, isn't it? Yeah, we're 13 unbeaten now in the league, which, you know, usually when you get those messages, it's like, right, your form is coming to an end, but fingers crossed we can hang on until the end of the season and we can get that promotion that I think we deserve. You know, the way we have fought back this season into this position is incredible, and this group of players are definitely incredible. And you know, there's a lot of potential still in this team. You've got Fieldson, Brodie Hughes in there, Sam Raksaki. You know, they're very, very young players that are going to get better and better. I mean, I'd love to sign Atomo permanently, but he's worth £22 million. He's a potential Premier League striker. We're just very lucky that we've had him in on loan this season. And although he's only got 10 goals from 18 starts, those 10 goals are crucial, because now we've got a 20-goal-a-season striker with Atomo and Wheatley both at the club, and that's making all the difference. So I think we will come back pretty much straight away here. We've got Barnsley and Millwall coming up. They are 7th and 6th. I'll go away, I'll play Port Vale, and then I think it'll be a case of probably the final 2 matches to see if we can do it after that. But we'll be back for Barnsley and Millwall tomorrow, and we'll see if it's going to be playoffs or if it's going to be automatic promotion. I think after tomorrow's episode we will have some idea. But if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below, subscribe for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.